Hello students, welcome to Infinity. We at Infinity team, from today onwards, we are starting our CL01 Advanced Audit and Assurance, our program for you all. Students, I am your lecturer, Nilendra Vitanage. Some of you will know me and some of you need some introduction about myself as well as what we do in terms of CL1 Advanced Audit and Assurance in Infinity. Students, myself, I'm a chartered accountant professionally, as well as a member of SEMA UK, as well as I obtained my first degree from the prestigious University of Sri Jayawardhanapura in financial management, and also I obtained my master's degree from the University of Colombo in economics. Students, professionally I'm a banker working in one of the Sri Lanka's largest commercial banks in the capacity of a chief manager. So my lecturing career, I started some 12 years back for chartered accountancy, and I'm so pleasure, it's my so much of pleasure that I am communicating to you that during my career as a lecturer, I was being able to produce somewhere around 14 prize winners for chartered accountancy, the auditing subject itself. So students, that's basically about my background. And the Infinity, if we tell you, Infinity, one of the most student-friendly institutes which will always support you. We don't normally focus on the best students only. We are supporting all the students who have even the slightest knowledge, students sometimes who don't have much of knowledge, and also to the brightest students. We cater to this entire spectrum. So Infinity Students is that kind of a student-friendly organization, and the learning journey that you start with us today will help you students examination success. Because students, why I'm saying like that, why your journey with us at Infinity will ensure your success is that, students, here you have the best lecturers who are in the subject. All of us, what we are doing, we are members of CA Sri Lanka. We know how you think. That's the most important part. And also students, most of what I deliver, I see the things from the students' perspective. Because some years back, I was also a student like you, right? So I know what are your strong points and what are your weak points as well. And apart from that, students, I am a City and Guilds trainer, right? So therefore, from the training perspective, I know how to make certain difficult auditing standards very easy for you. To convert difficult auditing standards easy for you to learn that effectively. So that's one of the, I would say, key strengths that I have. And also students, our program will cover the theory, the questions, as well as a mock exam papers as well. So it's a comprehensive, quite a comprehensive a program that will ensure your excellence in the examination. So this program tailored, students, for the first timers, as well as people who have been misguided, people who have, I would say, done self-studies earlier. For those kind of students also, this program is being tailored so everyone will be able to get the maximum out of it. So therefore, students, I'm repeating what I told you earlier. We are not only targeting or focusing the best students, we are focusing on all the students and providing them the best level of education. So our students are passing the examinations effectively. So that kind of a benefit, that kind of a support we are giving to our students. And if you need any individual attention to mark your papers, to mark your answer scripts, students, we are there as well. And Infinity has created some WhatsApp groups. Infinity has created some Telegram groups. So through that, we can discuss our subject matters as well. So that support is also given to you by the Infinity team. So from our end, we will ensure that we will guide you towards the examination success from number 1 until the infinity. That's the kind of guarantee, that's the kind of promise that we are giving to all of you students for your examination success. So in the meantime, students, from your end also we need some sort of a commitment from your end, right? So from your end, we need you to follow these courses effectively. And we strongly recommend you to watch the videos from the beginning to the end. These are very high quality videos, students. Videos are quite high quality. So start watching the videos from the beginning to the end. And also, we have seen, we have observed, and we have heard some students are fast forwarding the videos and watching. Don't do that, students, right? Because these are theoretical concepts as well as questions which we are discussing. So therefore, don't try to fast forward the videos. Watch the videos in its normal speed and write down whatever important points when I am referring to them, right? So therefore, write it down on your notebook, so that will be effectively help you to, I would say, pass the examination. Build up the knowledge within you. And we know, right, most of you are doing this while you are attending university. We know you do this while you are going to audit firms. You are completing your articles. And we know you do this when you are working. Some of you are working in commercial sector, mercantile organizations. We know that, right? We know. And we also did the exam like that. So our program is designed, students, to support you, your part-time working, your full-time working as well. Our program supports your full-time working. So sometimes a misconception is there among certain students, which has been spread by certain people, that this subject, the subject of auditing, may be somewhat difficult for people who are outside the audit firm. No, students, some of my prize winners were actually worked in the commercial sector. Some of my prize winners were university students at the time they won the prize. So therefore, our program will help you, whoever you are, even you are a university student, even you are, let's say, self-studying at home, or maybe even you are, I would say, a student who is part-time working, full-time working, a freelancer sometimes. Our program is supporting like that. So to that extent, from the very basic, we are doing the program. Okay, and also students, the medium of delivery, the language that I am using, I think my communication will be understood by many people because I don't use a kind of very complex jargons. It's all simple English that I'm using. And also the accent that I'm using is the Sri Lankan English accent where anyone can learn easily. So therefore, students, if you have any doubt, anything that has to be cleared, you better tell us, communicate us, because my phone lines are always open for all of you. So you can contact and get those sorted out as well. So from your point of view, students, methodically follow the videos from the beginning to the end. Okay, so methodically follow the videos from the beginning to the end. That has to happen, all the videos. And we do 100% syllabus coverage, students. So we will ensure that every one of you will watch the videos from the beginning to the end. On the other side, very important, students, you need to make a commitment to yourself. You make a commitment to yourself. Tamantama podi commitment ekak karagan that you will pass this exam. Because students, this is an exam, CA exam, that is career defining, life defining exam. This will define your life. This will define your career. What you do. Are you going to settle as a normal accountant in a kind of a place, or will you become a financial controller, or will you become a chief executive officer of a company which is listed in Colombo Stock Exchange, or maybe somewhere else, right? Global opportunities you have. So you need to kind of make a commitment to yourself, make a resolution to yourself. Hey, I am accountable to my work, I am accountable to my effort, I'll put my 100% effort towards achieving that goal. Make that commitment, students. Don't allow your commitment to go in vain. Don't allow your commitment to go in vain. Do put your 100% effort to this program. That's what we need. So do the past papers as much as possible. We do certain past papers in the class, no problem. And more than that, you also do past papers at home. Do those. Then only, students, this fine theoretical concepts will go into your mind. So do the questions again and again. ප්‍රශ්න ළමයි නැවත නැවත කරන්න. Do those questions again and again. Really important that you do all those questions. On the other side, students, you all has to think this examination as a kind of a challenge to you. So take it as a challenge and try to conquer the challenge to achieve your best potential you have to achieve. So remember, I always found out it's not the brightest students who will get the maximum marks. Brightest student coupled with, I would say, hard working. There is no alternative to hard working students. So per day about 2 to 3 hours of quality study time you have to put in, right? So therefore, either if you are a late night person who is working till the late night, you can use that time for your studies. Or maybe if you can wake up early in the morning, you can use that time for your work, studies and all. So do plan your studies as well. So if you have 3-4 months towards the exam, so right now itself you plan what I'm going to do, what are the areas today I'm going to watch, next week I'm going to watch, plan those. And also students, keep the study pack. CS Sri Lanka study pack is with you. When I am giving you the certain areas, when we discuss those in the video, look at the CS Sri Lanka study pack as well. Comprehensive CS Sri Lanka study pack is available. So look at the CS Sri Lanka study pack. That will also give you kind of inputs on what to do. Okay, so let's students go into this detailed syllabus and see what are the areas that we have to learn under our program. මොනවද අපිට මේ program එකේ බලන්න ඕන? We will discuss that as well. So students, what sort of areas you have to learn? Now some of you would have learned auditing in your earlier studies. Maybe in AAT, maybe in chartered executive level, business level. You have had CAP 1, CAP 2 during my time, even foundation 1, foundation 2 level. You would have learned those auditing. But I think students, whatever you learned, it's better that you unlearn it, right? So unlearn means think that you didn't learn anything. Okay, otherwise what will happen? Sometimes you may distort the things. So yes, you learned it, but that's good, quite good. You passed the exam, that's really good. But somewhat try to learn the things fresh here, right? So therefore that will enable you. You are so energetic, you are so eager to learn something new kind of a feeling. So students, they get that kind of feeling. So you will put your 100% effort on to learn the things. Learning itself is an art. Okay, learning itself is an art. And learning itself, art, and it's passionately learning. You should have the passion, right? The drive. Passionately learning something itself is an art. So therefore everybody, so what are the things that we have to learn here in CL01 Advanced Business, Advanced Audit and Assurance? Students, the entire, I would say, gamut of auditing that's founded and that's happening around the globe, you are learning at CL01 Advanced Audit and Assurance. This is the pinnacle most subject that will teach you auditing. So here you have students, auditing as a subject, auditing standards will be learned, quality control standards, code of ethics, certain corporate governance aspects, internal auditing areas, assurance and related engagements. Likewise, I would say very pleasured, fun type of learning you can do. Okay, learning itself should be made fun, agree or not? When you think that something is fun, something is joyful, you love it. So make learning advanced audit and assurance is kind of a fun to and love to do kind of a study. So therefore students, keeping that in mind in yours, right? Keeping that in mind, let's see what sort of things that you need to learn. So we all know by now you have chartered accountancy where you have business level 1, business level 2, corporate level, strategic level. So you are here now. See, corporate level. You are at corporate level. Corporate level means students, you are almost there. You are almost at the site of the Everest mountain, the peak, the summit. The mudura pena. You are here. Okay. So the efforts that you have done so far have moved you up to this level. See the beauty, right? The 100%, 200% effort that you put in your business level 1, business level 2 have taken you up to this level. So that means you all are very powerful, very competent, knowledgeable students. Right? You all are knowledgeable students. Right? The මෙතන ඉන්න ළමයි මේ සාමාන්‍ය මිනිස්සු නෙමෙයි. These are not normal students who are in this yellow quadrant. People who are in this yellow quadrant are the students who are having somewhat massive knowledge. So you guys are like that. Massive knowledge students. So only few changes that you got to do in your approach, and then the excellence is your strategic level and becoming a member. So put that kind of change into your mindset. Mindset in put a change in, right? You need to think from a student level to a professional level now. Right? Sometimes this starts with the way you change your dress itself. ඇඳුම වෙනස් කරන විදිහේ නම් පොඩ වෙනස් වෙන්න ඕන. Has to happen. Okay. So a professionalism එක ගන්න එක. Get the professionalism into your mind. Try to become a professional from your behavior itself. So you are here. Right? ඔයා මෙතන ඉන්න ළමයි. So what are the things that you're going to learn, right? මේ ඔයා ඉගෙන ගන්නේ මොනවද? We will be learning, as I already told you students, things like planning of an audit. How to plan, how to assess the risk of audit. We will be learning the entire audit process. Then the gathering of audit evidence through performing testing of internal controls. In an organization, for fraud prevention, for effective operations, there are controls like a security guard, CCTV camera. So how to test those, whether those are operating effectively, we will be learning. And also gathering audit evidence through audit procedures. And then students, how to review and report on the audit. Make a review kalla, කොහොමද make a report එක දෙන්නේ. Audit reporting itself is a judgmental thing. You need to evaluate the evidence and you have to provide a judgment, opinion. So that part we also be covered here. So entire audit process students, from the process of onboarding a client, client acceptance, audit planning, then risk assessment, then gathering audit evidence through test of controls, substantive procedures, then audit review and finalization, we are learning. So full audit process you will have an understanding. So the students who are in audit firms as well as students who are in the mercantile sector or university students or a kind of full-time studies like you guys, you all will be getting the correct knowledge to master the examination skills in our class. Then students, thereafter, what to happen? Thereafter what we're going to do, we will be learning some critical areas in the syllabus like how to control the quality of audit, audit quality control, how to control the quality of the audit. We will be learning because whatever we do has to be quality work. අපි කරන වැඩ ටික ළමයි quality වෙන්න ඕන. So we are learning that as well. And on top of that students, we will be learning assurance and related engagements. Audit firms normally do statutory audits annually. We do that for our clients. But on the other hand, audit firms are doing some other work as well. Fraud investigations. We do. IT system investigations. We do. Some consultancy work we do. Compilation of financial information like accounting work we do. Audit firms do that. Then due diligence, investment advisory, where sometimes one company goes to take over another company. එක කොම්පැනියක් තව කොම්පැනියක් acquire කරන්න යනවා, trying to take over another company. So the acquirer, the company which is going to acquire the other company, acquirer needs a report about the acquirer's financial, HR type of business. A report is needed from audit firm. Due diligence. Good jobs, huh? Good business. Professional services. So in that kind of scenario, what sort of things we got to do? So assurance and related services we are learning. Then the internal audit practice. You would have heard audit firms are doing external audit work, internal audit work is also done by someone else. Maybe internal audit department of the client. So sometimes audit firms are doing internal audit work. So internal audit practice itself we will be learning. See, then the code of ethics and independence of an auditor. For an auditor, a professional accountant like myself or you one day, you will be definitely, right? So for a professional accountant, what sort of ethical background or maybe some moral obligations, the framework of our behavior, how we have to behave, that also we will be learning. And we will also be learning, students, digitalization in audit. How auditing profession is digitalized over the years. So data analytics we are learning, then big data, then we will be learning about blockchain technology, artificial intelligence. These days, some of you using artificial intelligence in your office work as well, no? ChatGPT, then Microsoft Copilot, you are using all these. So artificial intelligence, how artificial intelligence, AI, is being used in our day-to-day work. We are learning that. So it's a comprehensive syllabus lamai. Make it a comprehensive syllabus එකක්. So it's in detail, corporate governance, internal controls, IT risk. We are learning all sorts of these areas, right? We are learning all these areas, students. So that gives us the necessary input to become a master in this subject, right? So students, after learning our syllabus, right, what is there in store for you in the video series, I want to tell you something important which I think some people, some students may get confused as well as may not be taking it properly if they are misguided. Students, some people say no, chartered ටිකක් මේක ටිකක් demanding exam එකක්. This is kind of a challenging exam that challenges your skill, that challenges your knowledge, that challenges your approach, that challenges your effort. Kind of people say no, right? So why this chartered is that kind of a challenging examination where only the best people will do it, like you all, right? Like you all, the best, right, are doing it. Because students, chartered accountants, our testing in the exam will be done based on the action verb. The testing in our exam is done based on something called action verb. What is that? Action verb කියලා කියන්නේ මොකක්ද? Action verb means, students, in every question that the examiner poses to you, there is a specific thing that he is expecting from you. In every question that the examiner poses to you, he is expecting a specific thing. එයා ටිකක් පොඩි specific දෙයක් තමයි ඔයාගෙන් expect කරන්නේ. He is expecting a specific thing from you. So what's this specific thing? මේ specific thing එක මොකක්ද? What is this? Now let's say examiner may in one question he will say state the benefits of having internal controls. State the benefits. In another question examiner may say analyze the internal control weaknesses in the given scenario. Analyze. In another scenario, in another question examiner may say discuss the type of audit report, type of audit opinion that the auditor has to provide. Question. Discuss, analyze, state, right? Compare, contrast. Likewise, examiner may say certain particular word. That word in your question will be bolded. In the examination question or exam question එකේ ඒ වචනේ bold කරලා තියෙනවා. Analyze, test, then evaluate, discuss, state, outline, and ඒ වගේ action verbs ටිකක් ළමයි තියෙනවා. What අපි කියනවා action verbs. That particular word is where examiner's expectation is conveyed to you. ඒකේ තමයි ඔයාට examiner ගේ expectation එක convey කරලා තියෙන්නේ. He conveys to you his expectation. I need this. මට මේක වෙන්න ඕන. I need this to happen for me. I need this to happen for me. Expectation of the examiner. He expects you to do something. So in your exam, students, we are teaching all of our students how to use these action verbs to master your examination approach. Action verbs ටික use කරන්නේ කොහමද? Examination එක master කරන්න. We are teaching all of you. So everyone, students, follow these action verbs. මේ action verbs ටික හරියට follow කරන්න, which we are giving you. අපි ඔයාලට දෙන action verbs ටික හරියට follow කරලා ගන්න ළමයි. That also is something that we expect you to do. Okay. So students, once we learn what is action verb, right, we will, when we are answering the question papers, we will specifically put our emphasis on the action verb. So when we discuss what are the action verbs, students, then we have to move into something called the paper. ඔයාගේ ගොදුර, right? This is your prey. Okay. Take this as a challenge. Make a challenge එක විදියට ගන්න. So everybody, your paper, how your paper is constructed this. Your paper, students, basically has CL1 paper has 3 sections. Your paper has section 1, section 2 and section 3. Paper එකේ තියෙනවා section 1, section 2 and section 3 කියලා parts 3. Section 1 you have 10 multiple choice questions. Right? Section 1 එකේ multiple choice question 10ක් තියෙනවා. 10 multiple choice questions. Each question will give you 2 marks. Right? So 10 multiple choice questions, each question will give you 2 marks. So 20 marks will be for your MCQ section. MCQ section එකට ලකුණු 20ක් හම්බෙනවා යාට. Okay. Then you will have a section 2 where 4 questions of 10 marks each. Questions 4යි ලකුණු 10 ගානේ 4ක් 40ක් හම්බෙනවා. So that's also there. So 40 marks for that. 10 MCQs, 4 ටිකක් large scenario questions ටිකක් තියෙනවා, 4 somewhat large scenario questions. Then section 3, 2 questions of 20 marks each. 2 questions of 20 marks each. ලකුණු 20 ප්‍රශ්න දෙකක් තියෙනවා. There are 2 questions of 20 marks each as well. So paper consists like that. Section 1 MCQs, section 2 mini scenarios, section 3 large scenario questions. The beauty of your paper is that, students, paper, all the questions are to be answered. Paper එකේ ඔක්කොම ප්‍රශ්න වලට උත්තර ලියන්න වෙනවා. You have to answer all the questions. That has to happen. Answer all the questions. හැම ප්‍රශ්නයටම උත්තර ලියන්නත් ඕන. That is important thing. So therefore, if you miss anything, students, there is a chance that it will be tested in the exam. So follow from the beginning. මුල ඉඳලම from the beginning follow it. From the beginning follow it. So section 1, section 2, section 3 in your paper. Okay. So the final part of our discussion today. අපේ අද discussion එකේ final part එක. What to do? මොකද කරන්න ඕන? Take a kind of a resolution to yourself. තමන්ට පොඩක් කියා ගන්න. Why I have started this? ඇයි මම මේක පටන් ගත්තේ? Because students, we all have a very humble background. Myself, you, many more students who are doing chartered in future as well. We all started in a very humble backgrounds. Our parents have struggled so much to bring up us to this particular level. Remember, see, visualize your parents, right? We should make them proud. We should feel them. We should feel them that they need to be in a better position from our own money. We have to make it. And on top of that, students, you deserve a better future. You all deserve a better future. Education is the best weapon. Education is the best tool that can make a student more potential, that can make a person to earn good money. Best weapon. There may be other weapons as well, but proven best weapon in our part of the world is education. So learn, lamai. Learn. If you are learned, this qualification is there, you can make it as a world passport, worldwide passport එකක් මේක. This CS Sri Lanka qualification itself is a worldwide passport for every one of you. You can work in Sri Lanka for good salary. You can work around the globe for good salaries. This is a worldwide passport, CA Sri Lanka examination and our qualification. So therefore everybody, only the kind of right-minded, correct attitude students like you have selected to do this. And a person like myself who has very average knowledge, very average skills has passed this exam. That means students, you all can do, you are much more, far better than myself. Okay. One of my dreams, why I am doing chartered accountancy lecturing? Because students, I need to see my students do better than me. One day when I go to a place, I need to see the CFO of that location, which I am presently also experiencing, right, with my current students who are now qualified. I want to see my students do really better than me. I want to see that. Mage students la mata wada hondara inna ona. So that's why I am lecturing. So therefore everybody, all the best to all of you. You all can do it. I know all of you will put your 100% effort towards your exam studies, following up of these videos. And myself and Infinity team, we are a team, right? We are a very friendly team. Myself and Infinity team will help you to get through this. So therefore, all the best students, good luck to all of you. Keep in touch. Wish you all the very best. Thank you.